This is the White County, Georgia Bigfoot, and this is in northern Georgia. This is not, right against Florida. It's, practically at the other end of the state. It is at the other end of the state. We talked about Neanderthal in the previous episode, and we were relating how the hyoid bone discovery in Israel has led to the conclusion among a lot of scientists that Neanderthals could actually speak like modern humans, because the hyoid bone, which lends a hand in linguistics.
Not that they would have the same language.
No, they can have whatever language they had. It might mirror, modern humans, or it might be, there's all types of different languages all around. Some are their clicking noises in Africa and stuff like that. But nonetheless, they had the potential to speak like modern humans, is what they seem to be.
Well, even grunting is a form of language, isn't it?
There had been this prejudice against Neanderthals, like they were just like this ape-like, ignorant, oaf-like, awkward creature that couldn't speak.
That sounds like you're talking about Bigfoot when you...
That's another thing. There was prejudice against Neanderthal. There's prejudice
against Bigfoot.
Against Bigfoot. Now, there's another story in the news about Neanderthals. They thought that they herded mammoths, and they pushed them off cliffs.
Similar to the Native Americans with the buffalo. Is that what you're referring to?
I've always heard that with Native Americans and buffaloes, and now they thought the same thing about Neanderthals herding. And I think it was the Jersey cliffs in Britain.
In the British Isles, correct.
And they had a bunch of mammoth skeletons at the base of that, and they concluded...
And they just said that they couldn't do it because of the way the landscape was, that there would be no way that a mammoth would go up that high.
And they say that it seems like they're clearing Bigfoot, but I have a theory of why they're clearing. In other words, they're saying, Bigfoot, you are not guilty of this. You are not such a bad person.
Well, not Bigfoot, but the Neanderthal.
I'm sorry, Neanderthal. Yeah, that's what I meant. But to me, they're this very
clearing
similar.
the Neanderthal's name.
Exactly, just like they'll clear Bigfoot's name.
I don't think so. I think that there's a good possibility that the Neanderthal was smart enough and savvy enough to rile up a woolly mammoth and to get them scared enough to do just what they are saying they didn't do.
Well, just what they said they initially thought they did. I'm sure they could do that, but that's what the conclusion is now, that they did not herd woolly mammoths
over
cliffs and have mass killings of them. That the reason they're at the bottom of the cliffs is that's just where they cooked them or ate them or.
So when they went out to hunt them, they would bring them back to that one location.
Presumably.
That's where they dismantled them.
But I want to talk next episode about the reason why people outside of Africa are de-villainizing the Neanderthal.